Hey everybody, it's Silver Seeker, and today I figured we would mix it up a little bit. What I'm going to do is I went through a lot of my comments. I picked out 8 or 9 ones that I wanted to respond to in a video using voice. Now, some of them are controversial, some of them not so much. Arguing with points I made, things like that. So we're going to respond to them in this video. Now, one thing before I get into it, guys, I want you to know that I do read every single comment that's left on every one of my videos. Obviously, I can't respond to them all because I get hundreds, and if it's a new video, I've had 500, 600, 700 comments a day, maybe even more. I don't even know. I don't count them. But my point is especially after a new video, there's tons of them, and if I responded to every single comment, I wouldn't have time to create content at all. But I do respond to some of them, and I read every single one. It's like a religion. I'll pick up my phone and I'll scroll through and I'll read every single one of them. So thank you for all the support and comments that you guys leave on the videos. I see a lot of them, and I really appreciate it. But that being said, let's get into this. But before we do, guys, first I want to tell you about our Discord server. There's a link down below if you want to communicate with over 1,200 members of the gold and silver community. There's a link below to our Discord server. Make sure you join up and chat with everybody. And besides that, I also want to remind you that if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so yet, please do me a favor. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also click the bell so you don't miss my future video notifications. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Like I said, I have 9 comments lined up and ready to go, so we'll pop them up on the screen. I'll read them and respond to each and every one of them. So here we go. First one. This one is by Bill Rundle. Now, this one's slightly controversial. As you can see, I also put the video that this comment was part of on the title card here, or on the card here, I should say. So this one's by Bill Rundle. Now, he's made other comments before about 90% silver, and I thought I'd respond to this one straight out to everybody. So he says, junk silver has a very difficult problem to overcome. It does not have uniform values with equal divisible units. It is easily intermixed with our current clad coinage. Junk would have worked during your great grandma's day. House resolution states PM coinage must be 999 purity. That's for modern stuff. I mean, that was just a couple of years ago that happened. Currently, there is enough 99 coinage to service our needs. 99% of junk is held by 1% of the population. I don't know if that number is accurate or not. I have no idea. We'll go with it. I actually don't know. Junk is being remelted down at an increased rate. Less than 50% of it remains. That's probably true, especially during the silver boom when the Hunts brothers cornered the market. A lot of it was being melted down. It says PM dealers want to make sales and are not disclosing the full facts about buying junk. I know of no one who would exchange ASC for junk. I don't know about that because I've chosen to buy 90% silver over constitutional many a times in my life, or over ASCs many a times in my life, just depending on what the numbers look like. If the premium's on the 90% or low, I would go with that. He says it would take a precious metal specialist and a mathematician at every cash register. That is just not true at all. It says ASC will put you to the head of any checkout lane. Change made by a store receipts of store gift cards. Okay, so you're going to give him a Silver Eagle for, again, a loaf of bread, and then you're going to get a gift card back to the store? I don't think he gets what I mean by this. And then junk would have to be remelted through the precious metal dealer at a hefty profit. Did you really save money buying junk? Okay, so I kind of responded to all of the different points as I was going through this. First off, the mathematician and precious metal dealer at every register, that's just not true. It's common knowledge, and if we ever got into a situation where we would need to use 90%, and again, I'm not a doomsdayer, but if we ever got to that point where we would need to start bartering with 90%, it's very, very simple math. There's 0.715 ounces per dollar. It's quite literally that simple. You just take a calculator and you can figure out what it is. If you're worried about weight, you just throw it on a scale and multiply it by 0.9 because it's 90%, and there you go. That's how much silver is there. It's not hard math at all. It certainly doesn't require a mathematician. This is simple, basic, third grade math. So I disagree wholeheartedly with that. It does mix very well with clad coinage, but you can hear it, you can see it very easily. It doesn't take long to sort it out. I mean, shoot, we do it all the time when we do coin roll hunting. And as far as 99 purity, yes, that's true. I mean, all the stuff they're making now is 99 purity, and there's plenty of it out there. But that doesn't mean that 90% silver has no place at all. I disagree wholeheartedly with this comment. Now, Bill has made other comments on my channel where he's always attacked 90%, like every single one of them, and that's fine. Everyone has their own opinion. Bill, of course, is entitled to his, but I wholeheartedly disagree with that comment and everything that he said. I mean, there's nothing wrong with stacking 90%. It's nothing wrong with using it as fractional silver, if you will. It's very simple math, 0.715 across the board, very, very simple. And then maybe if you have like a super worn, like flattened out $half, then you would say, you know what, we have to weigh this, put it on a scale, times 0.9, there's how much silver you have. I mean, literally, if you throw it on a scale, take the weight, multiply it by 0.9, there you go. That's exactly how much silver you have in 90% silver. So I have to disagree with you, Bill. But again, I appreciate the comment. Thank you so much for watching my videos and being on the channel. All right, so next up, guys, this one comes from DB Trek. It's also on that best silver to stack video. He says, I don't get the 90% constitutional silver appeal. Who makes their investment back off of these things? Sure, your ugly old coins might contain silver, so does ugly old jewelry, but how liquid is it? Is it easy to resell to anyone but a coin dealer? It is very easy to sell to coin dealers, and it's very easy to sell to others. I mean, people buy it all the time. Stackers buy it all the time. I know a lot of people wouldn't have any issue. A lot of people that watch this channel, I should say, wouldn't have any issue buying 90%. In fact, a lot of people tend to trust it a bit more because it's much less faked. Now, granted, there are fake 90% coins out there, so be careful with everything that you do. There's a million ways to test, and make sure you learn how to test your silver. But in general, 90% silver is not faked. In general. Now, if silver hits $100 an ounce, I don't think it's going to, at least not anytime soon. And I mean decades, but I don't know. I could be wrong. But anyway, if silver were ever to hit $100 an ounce, then that might be a different story. But you get my point. All right, so anyway, next up. All right, so this one is on the 2021 W Proof Eagle, a US Mint Rant. This is my first rant video on the channel. A lot of people are like, Seeker, your rants are like you're Canadian or something. He said product limit, no mintage limit. And I actually mentioned that in the video. That is correct. There is no mintage limit, but there is a product limit. So if you, on the 2021 W Silver Eagle, there is a product limit, which means the specific product that goes inside the original blue felt box, inside with the COA and the original box on top. So yes, they can absolutely mint more 2021 Ws. They can do them for two-piece sets, for gold commemorative sets, all sorts of stuff. They can put them in everything, but they have a product limit of the ones that come in the blue box with the blue felt box on the inside and the COA. That's what I was talking about. So yes, you are correct. There is no mintage limit. They can definitely make more. And I even mentioned that in the video. But there is a product limit, and that's what I was talking about in that video. All right, so next one we have, it says, this is on silver price squeezes a physical movement. I posted this video a few days ago. Charlie S., this one's not controversial. I just like this one. He says, if I lived on mainland and had the money, I would get a big truck and go on a road trip where I showed up at every local coin shop and bought all of their silver. Come on, there's got to be a million out there that would like to have fun and they could YouTube themselves doing it and become a celebrity. Any multi-millionaire out there that has a bunch of money to just blow on silver, or even a billionaire if you want to, hey, Elon Musk, I know you're not watching this, but if you are, if you want to go on a road trip with me and buy all the silver at all the coin shops, I'd be happy to film it. It'd be a blast. But yeah, Charlie, I'm with you, man. That'd be a lot. And he said on mainland. I don't know what he means by that. I guess maybe he's in Hawaii, but either or Alaska. But either way, yeah, I'm with you, man. That'd be cool. All right. Next up, this one right here. Same thing on silver price squeezes the physical movement. Jojo Jim says, I'm not sure if this is new, but I received this email from TDA yesterday regarding my SI position. TD Ameritrade does not allow for futures contracts to be settled with physical delivery of a commodity, nor does TD Ameritrade allow for positions to be held on or after the first notice day. And so what he means is after the notice is sent out that you're going to have to take delivery of your silver, you have to move that position right away. So, I don't know if that's the same with all, stockbrokers, but, I see what he's saying there. He's allowed to buy the paper silver, but he is not allowed to take delivery on it. If that's not saying something, I don't know what is. That's crazy. All right, so here we go. Next up, we have on silver price squeeze again. This is from St. Michael. He says, the fact that gold went under $1,800 an ounce today when you can barely find any online is a joke. Some shops have 1 ounce eagles and buffaloes, but not much else. All fractional gold is gone. No different than what's going on with silver. If you have the financial means, get what you can. I haven't talked much about gold on the channel in the last few weeks. He is not wrong. I've actually called some local places and nobody has fractional. They have 1 ouncers, like he said, but 10th ounce eagles, even looking back at the upstate wholesale sheet, they're out of 10th ounce almost everything. Basically all they have, even that wholesaler that we did the video on a while back, The only thing that they have is large pieces. There's almost no fractional, especially not 10th ounce pieces on there. So St. Michael, valid point. That's why I wanted to bring it up. Really not something I need to reply to, because I agree. That is a very, very valid point that I have not even really paid much of attention to, and I kind of blame myself for that one. All right, next up. We have RR. He says, most of the time you can find silver on eBay for much lower premiums. Definitely do your research, like price comparing before buying. So I absolutely agree with point number 2. I don't agree with point number 1. Most of the time you can find silver on eBay for much lower premiums. That is just not true. In fact, I just searched on eBay right now before I recorded this video, and I actually replied to him. 2 of those replies that you can see, 3 replies there, are actually from me. But anyway, I just looked on eBay, and the cheapest 1 ounce buffalo I could find is +9 by singles, and even +7 if you buy 10, and like +650 if you buy 20. That is significantly more than most of these online dealers. Now, it's not the people that are selling on eBay's fault. That's more of an eBay thing, because of course eBay does charge a fee. They actually charge 10% for regular people, 6.1% I think if you pay them the monthly fee to have an eBay store. For precious metals, it's something in there. You also have to deal with paying the PayPal fees as well. Since eBay managed payments don't allow precious metal sales, eBay allows you to continue to use PayPal for precious metals and coins on eBay. That's really the only people that can still use PayPal on eBay, because they're going to their managed payment system. So they have to deal with 3% for PayPal. They have to deal with 6 to 10% for eBay. So it's not that the people on eBay are charging more than everywhere else. It's just that they have to make up for those fees. And so they have to increase what they are selling their silver for as a way to make up for those fees. So I'm not knocking, eBay for any other reason other than, or the dealers on eBay, I should say, for any reason other than they do have to pay those fees, and that's why. So that's generally why you won't find really good deals on precious metals on eBay. But of course, if it's your last source, or if it's some mom and pop, of course, you generally don't want to buy from them because you never know if it's fake. But, if it's just from a random person on eBay that happened to have a roll of silver eagles, you bought a long time ago, is like, look, it's time to sell. That may be a good place to find a deal. So of course, always search. You never know, you could get lucky. But at the same time, generally eBay is not the best place to go. All right, so number 8, this one right here. This is also on Silver Price Squeeze. This is from Paul Richards. This is also about, actually it says, what I don't get is that if the dealers are so low on stock, why are they only offering me +1 to +2 over spot for Eagles and spot for generic? Definitely not interested in selling out unless it's a private party. I get you. Part of the reason with the shops is, there's a difference. Whenever they're buying from a wholesaler, they can buy in bulk, and they can order it as needed. So let's say they have a client that comes in and wants 500 ounces of silver. They can just, they can basically lock in the price and say, all right, here's what we have it for. They order it right away. They get it. They sell it to the guy. They make their profit. When someone walks through the door, it's a little bit different, because when people are bringing it in, they may not necessarily have a buyer for it right away, so they do have to worry about those price fluctuations before there's a buyer. Now, the other side of the token is right now, there's not a whole lot of it out there. There's not a whole lot of people selling, so I get what he's saying, that maybe dealers should pay a little bit stronger, and I think some do. You really need to call around and get the best possible price, but unfortunately, it's just not how it's ever worked. You're not going to get the same, as they could just buy it from a wholesaler. Because if not, why would they just not buy it from the wholesaler as needed, instead of having to buy it from someone that walked through the door as soon as they walked through the door on that person's need, and not the shop's own need, if that makes any sense. Now, I get what he means, though. I mean, generally 1 to 2 over spot. They could pay a little bit stronger, yes, but again, you're never going to get the same price that you would get from, say, or that they would have to pay to a wholesaler, I should say, and that's why. All right, and then this final one, guys, I just wanted to put this in here because he says, I hate ads. I'm sorry, Big Robbo. There are ads in my videos, guys. That is how YouTube pays me. Without ads, they wouldn't be able to write me a check every month. And I do put a lot of time and effort into these videos, so I do apologize. And I thank you guys for watching the 1 or 2 ads that pop up on my videos. I do appreciate it. Usually, I just let YouTube handle how many and where the ads go. There was one video where I literally had to go in and edit it because it threw like 9 ads on a 15-minute video. I am so sorry. That was months ago. I am so sorry that happened. I don't know what their algorithm did. It messed up. Generally, they throw 1 or 2. I let them handle it. I don't even go in and edit where the ads are because usually they place them pretty well, so I just let them deal with it. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and manually add an ad to this one right now for Big Rabo. All right, guys. Well, that is what I had for you today. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for being here, being a channel subscriber, leaving comments down below. Like I said, I literally read every single one to them. I can't respond to them all, but I respond to as many of them as I feel I should or I need to. But I really do read every single one of them, and I appreciate all of those comments, so thank you so much. That being said, have a wonderful day, guys, and I will see you in the very next video. And by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I did leave a video above. You can check out if you haven't seen it yet. I also want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to my awesome channel supporters scrolling right there on the right hand of the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.